Wee, wee. What is poppin', YouTube? What is poppin'? It is Deco the artist, and we are here for another chapter review or episode, however you want to call it, of Ordeal. Episode 147. Yo. So, with last episode, we finally got the comeback of the hiatus that Brent was having for the overall series. Now we did get a little bit of updates that were happening with a lot of the major characters and stuff. One of the biggest ones was with Che. The way this man is completely on his Ronin state of going into the Colosseum, because he definitely felt some type of chi that was coming from the Colosseum that was a little bit more on the nefarious kind of level. Now he did have that one other surviving member of the table, which I'm always forgetting her name, but she's kind of acting as his kind of double agent, but she's already fully committed onto his side. So whether she's gonna kind of announce that to the overall code and everything, that is kind of still what's going to be up in the air. Now it's not really known, but it's kind of known by all the other cameos and code that Che's kind of on his own kind of disposition, because especially if he hasn't gone in contact with any of his wolf pack, we know as readers he just doesn't want to get his brothers involved. But to everybody else, he kind of seems like he is kind of just grieving off to in his own way, but in reality he's kind of just trying to deal with still the situation just in his own way, which is why he is now dubbed officially the Ronin. So we are going to get an intense episode this week. Will we get a continuation of him actually entering and evading the Colosseum? We will see. The title of this chapter is Brother Vaal. I'm always mispronouncing this man. Brother Vaal. What has this man done to even get that title of brother? We don't even know what to expect with that, but without further ado, let's get straight into this chapter. And as well too, if you guys notice as well, finally got myself a green screen, so it's definitely something I'm gonna have to work on. I'm definitely gonna have to get myself a new webcam as well too, because I'm not really liking the color contrast, especially how the green screen is coming in the background. There's just a lot of changes I'm gonna have to make for the video, for the channel and for the streams and stuff. I gotta get change the lighting of the room, webcam. So there's always gonna be stuff we're gonna be upgrading for the channel, but this is a nice little slow upgrade. So definitely let me know what you guys' thoughts are. If you guys kind of liked how I did beforehand, if you guys like the green screen. Me, I kind of always favored having that green screen effect of just having me in the center and then just the green screen. But yeah, let's just get straight into the chapter. So is there any music for this chapter? Most likely 1,000 years ago. Okay. Always love this track. You're getting better at Lilia. Great control. Brother Vaal. Wait, what? This is Vaal? Nah. This is Vaal? This is Vaal. What? No. Don't believe that. Thanks, Papa. Lilia Vaal, age 13. Forrest Vaal. Oh, this man has children. You always have Forrest absolutely mesmerized. Hey, Lilia, I think I got it. I'm going to start a choir. Malcolm Vaal. What is going on? Join my group. We'll have everyone singing together in no time. What do you think, Dean? You can be the protector of our meals. Ha 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 ha. Dean Vaal. See, that has to be the Vaal that we know. That has to be the Vaal we know. Cause nah, I don't believe yo, Enough, you two. Put away your talents. It's literally foolish to use talents in the monastery. You will draw unwanted attention to us. My appearance already makes the villagers stare. You two fools will make it worse. So it seems like everybody that's a part of the monastery kind of are like, of course, adopted children, but they all kind of dub the name Vaj due to, of course, Brother Vaj. I'm not pronouncing the full name. That's every single time now. It's harmless fun. It's harmless fun, Dean. Speak better to them. Let them be. Besides, I already secured the windows. Yeah, Dean. You only talk to us like that because Vaal's not here. Oh! My bad. Vaal is not even here. I keep forgetting. His first name is Vaal. Wow. Vaal the Gloom? I hid my features, but he walks in broad daylight just as he is. It's only a matter of time before the villagers no longer tolerate us. He has an entire family, yet he won't even sit with us to have supper. That boy cares only for himself. A look out for us. Ignore him. Lilia, he's just grumpy. But truth be told, it is Vaal's loss though. Papa's food is to die for. Knock, knock, knock. And here is Vaal. Just because this man's a kid, you want me to have some sympathy for this guy? No. No. Son, how are you? You were missed at supper, especially Dean. He seems to miss your company the most. You should start joining us for meals. Build your bonds. Men build bonds with dogs. Wow, see? Already, bro. Already not even like this man. There's no need for that amongst equals, father. Once they're in this church, they are safe. That's all that matters. Vaal Vaj, age 13. The bond a man has with his pet isn't out of duty to its weakness, but out of love. Love is not a pity granted to those beneath you. It is a force in and of itself. It covers everyone around you. And if you love something, you grow closer to it. Love? Yes, love. Now, honor your father regardless of how much of a nuisance he may seem, and spend time with your siblings. When I found you all, my dream was to build the family I could never have. You lack empathy, Vaal. To solve this, you must eat with them, pray with them, and read with them. The symbol of this monastery is what we live by. This is our faith. Because of this cross, you are one of us. You are a part of this family, and we love you just as you love us. Okay, so now it's making sense why this guy probably does wear like a lot of the crosses, or maybe like his signature cross that he does wear is because of like this relationship he has with father or brother Vaj. Your heart may never change, but if you join your siblings' way of life, they will gladly accept you all. Good morrow, Brother Vaj. Wonderful sermon yesterday. Which one of your children will be reading this evening? Good morrow, Lady Catherine. I thank you. My daughter Lilia will do the reading today. Okay, you got Vaj in the blacksmith. How exciting. Lilia reads wonderfully. We will see you there, brother. Your church keeps this tiny town alive. Do have a pleasant day. Yes, milady. What's this guy doing? Vaal, no, son. This is how he gets the cross. This man burned to himself on his forehead as like a reminder. What have you done, my son? What is this? What did you do to your precious face, Vaal? Who forced you to do this? No one, father. You've mutilated yourself. What has possessed you, my son? Since when have you desired to brand yourself as an object? Is this my doing? I desired you align yourself with your family's views to draw closer to them. But this is not what I meant. Oh, Vaal, I did not consider the fragility of your young mind. You always speak of free will, father. I have simply executed my own. I have no desire to participate in the habits of any family, but you are mine nonetheless. Though through this mark, Lilia and Dean will accept me. Our home here will be secured when the villagers perceive my allegiance. Dean, what is it? It's me and Vaal's day to visit the rice fields. Is he coming? I think he may be unable to attend today, Dean. You may need to go on with it. I understand your concern, Father. I will not draw any more attention to myself. I was just getting my things, Dean. Yo, Vaal was a weird kid was a weird person from day one. Hey, it's Vaal's boys. The freaks who live in that church. Don't act. Hey, watch your mouth. Our village is small. We can do without tension. Don't act like I'm the only one freaked out by the pale one's eyes. And this man's speaking so broadly. It's like, bro, chill. The man's right there. A birth defect or not, they look evil. The only peace I have is that the church accepts them. We stay in this town to keep as far away from the war as possible. If acting like a family and keeping quiet helps them fit in, they better keep it up. Freaks are freaks, and they always find each other. Bro, and the more you chat like that, you act like they're not gonna clap back. We'd be happier if they were all dead. Again, you are asking for this. Why do characters always do this? I'm telling you. The red-haired girl always reads during mass like she's one of us. I bet she's a freak like these two. Bro, like, mind yourself, Dean. Let them be. All that power means nothing if words control you. It would only make you the fool. You make no sense to me, Vaal. Whose side do you even take? Your eyes are just as bright as mine. You see the way they look at us, the way they look at Lilia, yet you walk amongst them like a pet. You follow every rule Father lays out, not to be a bother to them, but ignore your own family. This will never be your home. Your home is with us. Where were you when they called Malcolm names yesterday? And now this one dares speaks of Lilia. What are you gonna do about it? What does it even matter? Lilia is safe where she is. We can break humans, but what would that fix? Just keep your head down like you're told. And yo, so this man was the crash out of the family. It wasn't even Vaal. It was this man that was the crash out of the family. What the fuck? This man can summon a sword? What type of draconic ability is this? As a kid, this man's able to create scale like armor on his body, and then on top of that, create a sword? This kid is lit. No wonder these guys are scared. What is that? I told you, they're monsters. I'm through with you doing nothing. Oh, so that's why it wasn't a burnt mark this man had. It was like a partial activation of his ability. Maybe it was a burnt mark, who knows? But it's like, bro, is this guy like part dragon? Like, this is grimy. If I cut them down right here, will you still do nothing? Vaal? Will you fight for them? Will you protect them from me? I will not fight you. Then what will you fight for? I will die for you, Vaal. Well, after this, you very well might. You have exposed us, you fool. Wait, what? That quick? Nah, you can't tell me this little action is what caused that. No. This had to be a complete coincidence. Father, Lilia. Woo! Vaal is quick. And mind you, this is Vaal. So my question is, at this point, did Vaal already, especially with the amount of wisdom this man has, did this man already know what his talent was? And did he actually needed to steal or like siphon other people's blood to make him stronger? Like, was that all things he already knew about, or is these things he's gonna learn about after this little situation? It would be interesting to find out about that. I mean, it still doesn't change the fact of who he is. Don't leave me here. I'm scared, Vaal. Why are you still here then? Bro, kick it up to gear. You wanted to protect Lilia, right? So why are you still here? You know what? You got a sick talent, bro, but you really are a kid at mine. You really are a kid at mine. Never mind. I shouldn't be talking. Malcolm! 1, 2, 3. 3 shots at a kid? Bro, why does everything have to be red though, Brent? Why did you have to make everything tinted red? Why you gotta do that to the sweetest young woman? You show the man getting stabbed in his chest with a sword? Bro, come on, guys. Mind you, that's not an adult. That's not an adult. That's a kid. Bro, they scarred his face, bro. They were that scared? Oh, it was other cameo. Oh, okay. I thought it was the villagers. Oh my gosh. That would have been a lot more darker if it was the villagers. Okay, so it was just other cameo. Okay. Whew. Still doesn't change the situation, but it's like, okay, at least the villagers weren't scheming this whole time. Or maybe they were. Maybe they invited these cameo. Searching for cameos for months, and this is what this town has to offer? Nothing but weak children? His grace wasted our time bringing us here. They will add no value to his army. Better to put out their lights now, huh, fellas? So they are part of Thanatos' army, and there was probably factions, like we already knew, that were going around, different towns and villages to gather up more cameo to kind of like join the army. So they basically found them, is what's going on. Oh, is this Vaal? Did Vaal do this to this man? Yes, I was right. This guy already knew about his talent and abilities. This man was already this grimy, this greasy. But I mean, the man's pissed. He's seeing his whole family dead. Gone. One done. Father. I'm sorry, Vaal. Damn, she's done. Before he was. I could not save them. My dream, building my family, I failed you all. I thought this place to be a new beginning for you all. A new life for the outcast. That staying far away from their war would keep us safe. But it found us. I know you tolerate them because of me, and I am grateful. I have shown you the pure heart humans can possess. Which is true. Oh, this is the first time this guy gets bleached out hair? Bro, that's crazy. The insta stress and trauma just instantly sizzled his hair and turned it white. Damn. The darkness in your heart needed to see it was possible. Now what will you do, my son? Are you really going to be asking him that question? The one that had the most, like you said, the most darkest heart out of all of them? You're really going to ask this man, what are you going to do about it? This man already killed one guy. He's going after all of them. He's going after everybody. This one's chi is bigger than he is. Oh, there was 2 more? Whoa! Bro, there was 9 of them here in total? Maybe get him to the master. This raid may have been worth it after all. He killed Captain. You guys are done then. He killed the captain. What? Who's gonna make the kid pay? Shut up. Thank you. Thank you. This is probably one of the few times I agree with Vaal. One of the few times I agree with Vaal. Yes. No talk. No talk. Ton. Is this the first time of them meeting? Bro. This version of Thanatos, and this man has the Merlin stone. So wait. At this point, when Vaal and Thanatos met each other, he already had the Merlin stone. So wait. So this man so before he got defeated or probably got old, after this point is where he lost the Merlin stone, and that's when Malazar, who was supposed to be the next one, basically, since he was supposed to be the next vessel, is that when he took it and hid it around that time period? Oh my gosh. And this man's wielding it like he's a fucking wizard. This man is a mind wizard at this time period. I love how at one point we were seeing all the different yearly depictions of like Ilios and like the different like vessels of Ilios in regards to like fighting Thanatos, but I'm really like seeing the different time periods and the different vessels of Thanatos. It's like, bro, this is literally like some Dark Souls like wizard build that Thanatos has right now. This is so funny, bro. And what do we have here? A master of blood arts. I do not have one of you in my company. You killed my men. Does this make you feel powerful? Spilling the rage you've always had on a body worthy enough to take it? It is nothing for a lion to slay a bird, but to kill another lion is pleasurable. So you're telling me, okay, because that's the biggest question. Yes, there's a war going on, but why is Thanatos here personally attacking this village? Doesn't he already have a big enough army and threats for him to deal with them for him to personally be here? Or was it that he got some type of like chi, like he sensed this within like the chi of like the world or whatever, and instantly teleported here to meet Vaal? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because it's like we don't even know who he was like combating or fighting at this time period. Because like remember, Ilios had many different vessels and many different like people that were fighting them throughout the war. So it's like, was the Ilios vessel already part of the war during this time period? That's what I'm wondering. A lot of questions. Your anger is misplaced. Whoa. Is this like some type of Chinese version? Well, okay, no. That's okay. That's my bad. That's more of like a stereotype because of his mustache. That's my apologies. But if he is Chinese though right now, that would be sick. Your anger is misplaced, child. I am Verdando, and I have come to your rescue. Verdando. Is that a Chinese? What kind of name is that? If you guys know what kind of like, if that is like a cultural name, which culture that, kind of like is specific towards, I would definitely like to know that. The humans you foolishly live amongst have reported your existence to the crown. Wow. So that's how, wow. An army of men marched on this town to burn it. I burned it first. So wow, so the crown found out about this because of the villagers, and because he's already at war with the crown, he found out about the news probably because of his intel and stuff, and just came here first. Your Kamio friends were not strong enough to join my ranks. I keep killing until the strongest emerges, and you may very well be the right hand I've searched for. Oh, back to present. The fault lies with humanity. I merely unite the strongest among us. As long as humans reign over this world, you will never have a place to call home. I will give you the world as your home. I grant you purpose. Serve my will, and we shall take it all from them. So wait, is this just like a hatred type of thing? Is this like just a hatred thing he has on humans ever since that event then? Because I mean, like, we're basically at the end of the chapter. Like, we're at the... I'll talk about this afterwards, but we're basically at the end of the chapter. So basically, like, did this man just join Thanatos' army and his... Like, no, there has to be more to the... Like, there has to be more to the story, because it can't just be this cookie cutter that this man, like, off of being told and seeing the power of Thanatos, and of course being told, being his right hand man, the truth of the past and like the truth of the world, that he just decided to just fully join him. It's like, no. Like, I know Vaal was like a weird philosophical like person, like kid that had a lot of wisdom and stuff, but in reality he still didn't have like a level of hatred for humanity like his brother did. The one that he left in like the rice field, wherever field they were at and stuff. So it's like, and it's like he didn't really like talk like strongly about if he had some type of hatred towards humans. Yes, him finding this out that the villagers, ergo humans, kind of did expose them, which led to this event in the first place. But it's like, again, what justifies Vaal for him to join Thanatos and be this much of a believer, a man with this much level of faith in him for all these years, for all these centuries? Like, that is what I want to know. Okay, if Brent kind of sprawled this flashback at us, especially right after like Che getting like showing us Che entering his Ronin arc and stuff, there has to be a part 2 to this flashback. There just has to, because there's not enough answers, and there's not enough, and what has been shown in this chapter just doesn't justify this man for being this faithful. It really doesn't. Like, it just doesn't. Like, if so, this man should have fucking branded himself from time with like some type of like brand of Thanatos on his body. But no, this man branded his, and that's the thing, we never knew what the idea towards the branding on his forehead was. Now we know his relation towards his father. So this man got the branding on his body due to a human, not even Thanatos. So it's like, does Vaal have his own like intentions, his own goals, being part of like Thanatos' army? Especially seeing a panel like this, I am really starting to believe now, seeing this backstory. For one, there's not enough strong evidence to justify him having such strong faith into Thanatos. Because of that, two, I now truly believe Vaal has other alternative motives separate from Thanatos of just taking over the world and just making the whole world cameo only of just only the strongest. I don't believe that. We need to see what happens in the next chapter of chapter 148, because like, this is just not enough. It's not enough. Like, this is like, we didn't even get the full course in this chapter. We literally got like the appetizer, and then we're told what the main course is. And it's like, what? You're telling me to come next week to eat the main course? I came here for the full course. I don't even get dessert? It's like, nah. But I'm not discrediting the chapter. It's still a really good chapter. Trust me, really good chapter. I'm still not on Vaal's side. It's still fuck Vaal till eternity. Ain't liking Vaal till this day. But we still need to have more answers. So we'll put a pin on that. This one, Now, there was a live stream that I missed where Brent was drawing this character in his live stream on Twitch. Again, if you guys haven't been following him on Twitch or know, his Twitch is basically the same thing, official Ordeal on Twitch. So definitely check out his live streams and his Discord, because he mostly announces on his Discord when he's going to be doing the live streams. But he was drawing this character, and to now realize this was a future version of Vaal's brother or adopted brother is very cool. Now, especially seeing the full totality of like what his ability could, like his full hide could have been at like within the middle of this chapter, but now seeing like a more like adult version of like half of his face, it's really giving off that like he may have some type of salamander hide. Now, I don't know if Brent has already like mentioned this during the live stream, what his talent was or the kind of animal, but there's a hole. Now that I'm noticing, there's a hole on the side of his face that shows like that might be like where his temple is. Now, what type of animal or whatever that is specific for, definitely let me know in the comment section. But I'm truly believing he has to be some type of dragon or salamander. But for him to be able to like take a piece of his body or whatever and construct a sword at the age that he was at, bro, the talents during like the talents in the past, I can understand the fear with humans back in the day. Talents back in the day were so fucking fearful. So fearful. You're seeing a kid that can possibly turn into like half human, half dragon, and he can take a piece of his scales and turn into a sword. As a kid, I would be terrified. What? Bro. Yo, it was a scary time in the past. It truly was a scary time in the past. But Brent, why did you have to do this? Why did you have to give us the Lurim-ism? We as graphic designers know what this is. It's like the default shit when you're on Illustrator and you just want to make default text. Lurim-ism and I get it. This man wants to leave it as a surprise, but it's like, bro, you could have at least gave us a little bit more. Like, bro, this man has to be a dragon, salamander, something. He has to be. Okay, so next on Ordeal. Oh, so we're going back to Che. So he's actually gonna go to the Coliseum this chapter. Okay, so next chapter, chapter 148, we are definitely gonna see Che going back and seeing what is actually in the Coliseum. We don't know what's gonna be there. We don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm definitely theorizing that if we're gonna get a continuation of Che next chapter, the chapter after that is definitely gonna be a continuation of Vaal's past. If not, I'm gonna be highly disappointed because I'm just never gonna like Vaal at this point. If there's no part 2 to his backstory, I'm just never gonna like Vaal. I'm never gonna like Vaal. No sympathy, no empathy, nothing. At least on this channel, on this side, 2 fingers up to Vaal. I don't care how your backstory went. Still a great chapter. I give it like a nice like 8-9. A nice 8-9. Very nice. But you guys definitely let me know what your guys' thoughts of the chapter, and definitely give the video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well too. But we always gotta give thanks to our Father Yahuwah and His only begotten Son Yahushua Mashiach. You guys have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. Peace, you guys. Shalom.